Hello everybody, and today I'm bringing you a video continuing what I was doing on Twitch, that is about Dares of Eternity. I went from all the resets. I basically reset it 5 times, the Dares of Promise, just to see what is at the end. Unfortunately, at the end there is nothing for the players. So I did this event more or less around 500 times, more or less. Could be around 400 and something, but the around amount of chests that I did open was around 515. Now I share with you a couple of pictures, so at the end there's not going to be anything. So at least on the first minute of the video you're going to really know what is going to be happening at the end. So this is the last 30 minutes of the Dares of Promise that I recorded. um, is basically this video is only for information, the first part. The other part is going to be um, only for gameplay. So I'm going to be talking here and there, not always. So I didn't be tedious with you, but just to know, guys, there's nothing at the end. So the whole idea was because nobody on the community, on Reddit or any forum or anywhere was able to answer the question, what is at the end? So I was able to go to the end, and I in fact completed this the Friday of the last week. So Friday last week I was able to finish this. um, Actually, I was able to complete the whole thing in more or less 2 weeks, playing 4 hours per day, um, around six. Um, there's of eternity event completed per hour, so more or less I was able to reset one or twice per week, more or less. I think that took me a little bit more of time. I stopped recording and sharing this over Twitch because it was getting a little bit tedious, and there was nothing new, no any commentary from Shure or anything in a specific. Other thing that I was not able to manage to know is which event is going to be the one at the end. It's completely random. I was not able to find any indication, to be honest, to know which event is going to be the one um, at the end. The only one that you are going to be sure, completely sure that what is going to be something, what is going to be the one that is going to be triggered is the ones on legendary. But on legendary, the problem is that you are not going to be able to do matchmaking, and that's one of the things that you have to take in consideration. Even it's a little bit more complex, more than the usual one, the normal. So for me, doing it normal was way more efficient than doing it legendary. Now, doing it legendary, I'm not remember um, if you get a little bit more of experience, but if is 100 of experience more, is not really is not really that effective unless you have a really good team of 6 guys really doing it. But I decided to do this solo because first, nobody is going to be doing this over and over and over and over again without getting a rest, um, or taking a stop or here and there. I was doing this back to back, back to back, back to back, because for me there is nothing at this point that I can farm or something valuable for me or meaningful to go ahead and farm. There is nothing, unfortunately, for me.
The incomprehensible horse issues a challenge in the form of a question. What is surviving tonight's dares of eternity? Now spin the wheel and let us learn against whom you must compete. Competing for cash and prizes, here come the Vex. The horse wishes to witness further combat.
Know something here. Something that I saw many people do during the event is that more than one guy is shooting the same um, Minotaur with those skulls. You only require one single skull to remove the shield of the Minotaur, and after that you can do the manage. You can manage to kill him using a shotgun, pistol, sidearm, whatever you need to be honest. You can manage to do that quite easily.
The fantastic horse now demands you prove your dexterity on the zany Dares of Eternity obstacle course.
another thing that I want to share. Um, you're going to be able to basically go on the area of above without doing the labyrinth, that part, complex part. You can just fly above everything. Just in the middle, you can fly through with the
Let us
Titan
welcome
without an
our
issue.
newest
So you can
contestants, the
basically
Taken.
uh, always ensure that you're going to have the buff with the Titan at least. I'm not a Warlock user, so I'm not quite sure if the is going to also be affecting the or be impossible to be done by the Warlock. I for sure think that is possible. For the Hunter, maybe with a blade you're going to be able to do it, or with the triple jump. Um, Other than that, I think that is really necessary to have this buff during the event. If more people you can get having this buff, the quicker you're going to end the event without an issue.
The horse desires further proof of your abilities. Survive the final Taken to reach the next round. Choose the door hiding your final opponent, and the horse shall reward you. Incorrect. The horse is A powerful Vex takes the stage. The horse demands, I tell you, to have fun out there. Hyper-Quantum Horse that no one returns empty-handed. Now spin the wheel and let us learn against whom you must compete. Competing for cash and prizes, here come the Vex. prizes await you beyond the demented dares of Eternity Obstacle Course. Spin the disc, contestants. Assembled unwillingly from our studio audience, please welcome the Taken. More foes pour into this realm at the behest of the Ageless Horse. The horse calls forth a mighty Taken.
Now, something to take in consideration. Now, in this section in particular, you must divide. So,
One door
divide
holds your
two
final
players
opponent. The
per door,
horse
because
insists you
at least you are going
guess.
to know that at least two guys are going to have a lot of heavy ammo. Do not put all your money on the
My
same place.
apologies, contestant.
The odds
Perhaps
are really
you
low,
will have better luck
and
next time.
unfortunately, um, after playing this multiple times, I have been part of multiple people. Meanwhile, I was doing a couple of changes. People just joined into the same door because the people thinks that because you have done this multiple times, you really know that you are going to know what door is going to be the one correct. Now, that's a really false statement. That's not true at all.
For your
That's
final
something that
challenge tonight,
unfortunately you
echoes of the
have
past draw
to know.
swords against you.
This is completely
Good
random.
luck.
You never know if it's going to be true or if it's going to be um, or if it's going to be incorrect. You never know. So it's 50-50. Well, not 50-50. It's around 33.4.5%, um, more or less, unfortunately. So you don't know. You never know what door is going to be the correct one, unless you're, as mentioned it before, unless you're playing legendary. That's the only way that you're going to know which door is the one correct. Now, here I did something, at least not me, but a teammate, um, forgot to shoot this guy, and I took advantage of that because see the clock of the buff. I resetted the buff right in the correct moment, so the buff of damage for to Krota can continue. So I took advantage of that, and I think that everyone else on in this play uh, know notice that, and they keep it going the buff, and now the buff is max damage. So basically, you're going to end this real quick. So after the first section, you're going to keep one of those acolytes that is blinking in white. You're going to keep one at least going around. Keep it alive for a moment. Hold it. Maybe 5 seconds to get completely the buff reset it. Then kill the guy. The buff is going to increase and reset the time set to 20 seconds. So it's going to be more than enough time to start the next phase. And with the next phase, you're set. You're basically going to kill Crota, having the max buff or 8 plus damage. You're going to kill it quite easily. I really hope that this helps you guys because this is something that I basically mm, discovered myself. I did not saw any video from anybody talking about this because really I did not saw much of that event anywhere.
Has to choose. I am an agent of the Nine.
Now here's the moment of truth. Um, what happens after the
It
fifth
was
reset?
never mine.
Nothing at all. Nothing at all is going to happen. So that's it. That's it. Guys, if you need me or do you think that maybe I can push for one more reset, maybe to get level 17 after the last reset, just let me know. I will be doing it. Now, um, now something to take in consideration. This is going to take me around 14 hours to get until level 17 again, just by myself. Now, guys, like, subscribe, join me on Twitch, join me on YouTube, and I will be soon going to be doing a stream of opening live on Twitch 88 or more or less 88 um, uh, paracausal holds. So I'm going to be opening all of them and see how many of them um, are required to get a good roll or a good roll. I already have my good rolls saved, so probably well, I'm going to be deleting them, depending if they are really good or not. The only one that I'm looking for is for the Granite Launcher, but other than that, there's nothing that I care on those packages. Now, guys, without further ado, have an excellent night, excellent day, wherever you are. Thank you so much. See you in the next one. Thank you, Guardians.